Hey, how is it going again, Guardians? LVnative here with another Destiny video for you. Well, it is Tuesday, July 11th. It is time for another Destiny weekly reset. So, without further ado, let's jump right on into it. The weekly featured raid this week is the Wrath of the Machine with the Vosuk and the Axis challenge. For the Challenge of the Elders, we have modifiers of melee kill bonuses, juggler, and solar burn. Rewards will get you a legendary engram and 10 legendary marks for your first 3 runs. The weekly Nightfall strike is going to be the Fallen Saber, with modifiers of epic, solar burn, small arms, fresh troop, and exposure. Solar burn and small arms. I know a certain weapon that's going to get a little bit of use this week. For the Siva Crisis Heroic Strike playlist, we have modifiers of Heroic, Solar Burn, Specialist, and Fresh Troops. Doing this will get you a Treasure of Ages as well as 10 legendary marks for your first 3 runs. So Solar Burn Specialist for the strikes and Solar Burn Small Arms for the Nightfall. This ought to be actually quite fun to grind this week, guys. The weekly story playlist has modifiers of Heroic, Void Burn, and Airborne. Rewards will get you a Treasure of Ages, as well as a total of 100 legendary marks, 20 of them at a time, for your first 5 missions. And this week, we are going to be doing things in the Earth and Moon mission playlists. The weekly PvP is going to be Combined Arms. Get your sparrows ready, guys. Play this at least one time. Win or lose the match, you are going to get a Treasure of Ages, as well as 10 legendary marks for your first few runs as well. As far as the other Crucible playlists this week, we have got Clash, Rift, Elimination, Skirmish, and Rumble Supremacy. And over in the Iron Temple, of course, we want to go see Tyra Karn and see what artifact she has for us this week. So, do the same and you will find she has got the Memory of Jolder. With a Discipline and Strength roll, this one removes your sprint cooldown penalty. A very fun one to run if you're wanting to abuse the skating abilities of your Titans. Moving on, we have got the Memory of Silamar with an Intellect and Discipline roll. In the Crucible, resistance to damage over time attacks is greatly increased. This is pretty garbage in my opinion, guys. You can go ahead and skip it unless you just need it to complete your collection. And last up, we have got the Memory of Timur. With an Intellect and Strength roll, melee attacks on minor minions of the darkness have a chance to temporarily turn the target against its allies. Very fun artifact to run around with when you're just doing patrols and stuff like that. Go ahead and definitely pick any of these 3 up if you don't have them already in your collection. Over at the tower, make sure you guys go speak to Lord Shaxx, pick up his bounties, and this time we will have the Back to Basics and a game of Rift. So of course it's going to be in the Clash and Rift match play types. Go ahead, knock these out, guys, as you get Nightfall tier rewards for them, so they are definitely worth your time. If you still need the Icebreaker, go see Commander Zavala down at the very end of that table down there and pick up his Sunrise bounty, as that is going to be the only way that you are going to get your hands on that beloved little sniper. And of course, our Crucible bot over here has got some bounties for you. And this time around, let's see, we have got hand cannons again. So if you guys are needing that God rolled Ias Luna or something similar, maybe a Lord High Fixer or something like that, make sure you do this, as you do have a chance to get some really good rewards from these. So besides that, we also have scout rifles, fusion rifles, sniper rifles, and heavy weapons. And these are a great way to get some really good rolled weapons, whether it's old Iron Banner stuff. These guys are going to have weapons that you have no way else to get access to. So if you guys are looking to collect a few things that you haven't gotten yet, this is definitely something you should want to be doing each and every week with all your characters if you can. And moving right on to our weekly reset for the vendor rolls on the weapons, gonna start things off right here with the Crucible Quartermaster and the 0-Day Dilemma. Glass half full and hand-laid stock. That is always a good combination to have with these. Rodeo for some extra stability, and Grenadier is not bad as well. Go with the Rodeo. And the Quick Draw IS would probably be the scope that I'd recommend going with. All in all, a pretty good roll for that auto rifle, guys. Right next door, the Party Favor Pulse Rifle with Rangefinder and Braced Frame. You will lose some magazine size on this, but you will have a laser accurate pulse rifle with rangefinder, which is always good to have. You do secret round or life support. I actually prefer life support here. MB Reflex, Sure Shot, and OEG. Go with the Sure Shot IS as it is one of the best sights in the game. Now I know we're talking a lot about the Crucible Quartermaster, but he's got some good weapons this week, people. The Hero Formula Scout Rifle. If you guys are looking for a Fatebringer and a Scout Rifle package, look no further. Firefly, Explosive Rounds, and Outlaw. The 3 perks that make the Fatebringer the Fatebringer. So if you want one in a long-range Scout Rifle form that's got a pretty good impact and a sick fast rate of fire, Hero Formula just might be your answer. We also have the Red Dot Range Lens and OEG. I'd say go with the Red Dot ORA2. My personal choice, pick whichever one you like. This is going to be a fantastically fun Scout Rifle for you guys to pick up and use this week. Over at the Vanguard Quartermaster, this time around, this guy's only got one roll that I kind of like, and that's going to be on this Continental Auto Rifle right here. Third Eye, perfect balance, gives this one enough stability to make it really, really competitive. The other weapons here aren't quite as great. I'm going to go ahead and scroll through slowly just so you can kind of get a glance at the weapons, but there really wasn't a lot to get excited about aside from that very first one. And, you know, he's not going to have winners every single week. Sometimes we're just going to have to deal with subpar rolls on our weapons. Moving on to the factions, starting off with Dead Orbit. They have one weapon in particular you guys should take a look at, the Extremophile 011, with the Hidden Hand, small bore to give you that extra range and stability, plus the extra magazine size doesn't hurt, and high caliber rounds. This will have people staggering quite a bit while your Hidden Hand is keeping all your targets on the head. This is going to be a fun one to use, and it's going to be hard for people to fire back against you because of that high caliber rounds. Very, very decent rolled auto rifle this week for you, Guardians. So Future War Cult has got a couple of good things for you to look at this week. We are going to start it off with the Whale Hand Cannon. Hidden Hand and Hammer Forged, looking good. Explosive rounds, always helpful on a high impact hand cannon. And the Sure Shot IS, very, very solid roll for the Whale this week, guys. And of course it wouldn't be Future War Cult without some sort of God rolled Wormwood. Let's see what we have this time. Okay, Reactive Reload, hand loaded is what I always want right here. Armor Piercing and Snapshot, not bad. Definitely not some of the God rolls that we've seen before, but still a very solid sidearm if you, for whatever reason, need to pick one up. And last up is the New Monarchy. Psych, just kidding. They have nothing worth our interest this week, guys. Honestly, it's one of the worst rolls that I've seen on all of their weapons, so just skip them. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful and or useful. If you did, make sure you smack that like button in the comment section down below. I want to know, what are you guys going to be grinding for, or, you know, playing or picking up from one of the vendors this week in Destiny. I'm definitely going to have some fun knocking out those Nightfalls and Strikes, as they have really good burns for us. But I want to know, what's everybody else going to be spending their time in Destiny this week doing. Now, in case you don't know, we are only 1 week away from the launch of the beta for us. If you're on PlayStation and you have the pre-order, that is going to be next Tuesday, guys. You have to wait 1 extra day if you're on Xbox. So I want to know, which console are you guys going to be playing the beta on the Xbox or on the PlayStation? I'd love to hear it. And guys, if this is your first time to this channel, make sure before you leave that you go ahead and click that subscribe button and turn those notifications on. That way you will be notified whenever I put out another video like this one. But as always, Guardians, this is LVnative. You guys are awesome, and I will see you in the next one.